Guys, another day, another dollar. Today's video topic is digital footprint gonna ruin my life? I feel like I'm a good guy to ask about this. You might be fine, but let's read this email. Hey man, I've always adored YouTubers and content creation as a whole. And wanting to be a YouTuber was always an ambition of mine, but now I feel like my rocky history online will somehow bring me down. That's what you were doing online. If you're ripping the hard R, racial slurs, I don't even think homophobic comments can get you that destroyed anymore. It can. Depends how bad. There's levels to it, you know what I'm saying? You gotta walk a fine line. Is it funny? Is your racist or homophobic joke funny? You know what I'm saying? Because if it's funny enough, you're chilling. If not, then I think the chance might be low, but there's definitely enough stuff buried under old Discord servers. Voice notes of me that can be taken out of context that are definitely enough to ruin a career. At the time, it wasn't meant to be taken seriously. Me being 17 now, looking back, when were you doing this? You're only 17. Makes me worried that if anyone realizes what I did back then, for context, just very odd, dropping radical opinions that were projected onto me by my parents and doing things with girls my age online, which is one of the main reasons I regret what I did. My main question is now, should I distance myself away from my past actions? Or will the skeletons in my closet ever come back to ruin my chances of doing what I love? There's a lot of missing information here. You didn't really get into what you did, what you said. People say I would never get a job, but I did architecture. Even if I didn't do architecture, there's been people that approached me with job opportunities saying like, hey man, I don't really mind the videos. I think they're funny. I would totally hire you here. So, I'm preying on my downfall saying I'm not getting a job. You're wrong. Received nudes as a minor. It doesn't matter that you were also a minor. That's still distribution. So, yeah, there was a guy in my school that got arrested for that. We were in middle school. He's exchanging nudes with his girlfriend. People would collect them like Pokemon cards. There was a couple guys that had a Google Drive, right? And apparently, I didn't know about this till like the police thing got involved, but basically they were trading for nudes, right? And there was like rare ones, common ones, like, oh, everyone has that one. I want something rare, you know what I mean? They were collecting them. They got caught, and it was really, really bad because everyone was underage. So yeah, I don't know what you were doing on there, but yeah, you might be cooked. I don't really know. I'll read the next email. I just want to say Squid Game Season 2 was actually really good. People were shitting on Season 2 of Squid Games. I thought it was phenomenal. Do you know how hard it is to follow up a season like Season 1 on Squid Games? How successful it was? It was probably the #1 Netflix show of all time because what was it? That was during COVID, right? So everyone was watching. It was like up there with what? Remember Tiger King? There's probably a couple other ones during COVID, but Squid Game was one of the most famous shows of all time. Mr. Beast, on top of that, did his own Squid Game, slingshot it even into more popularity. It's hard to follow up a season as successful, and I think they did a great job. Anyone who's saying it wasn't good is like uncultured. They also brought in a bunch of K-pop stars who actually did a phenomenal job of acting. They were not bad, and there wasn't any performance in that show that I really thought was not good. I thought the story writing kept it interesting because a lot of times in a Season 2 of a show like that, it's not as interesting, not as crazy as the first season, but I thought they were right up there. An amazing cast of characters. I think the leader, and I'm going to say no spoilers, I think the plant, I will say, in the games was a phenomenal character. He did a great job. Main character, always doing good. I think the rapper Thanos was an awesome character. Even that little weird guy that they were bullying, I think the guy and his mom, great characters. The pregnant girl, the crypto guy, all great characters. I thought it was a great season. And the trans person was a great character, and the fact at the end there, really performing, that was also great. I'm trying not to give spoilers. Yeah, it was all like I thought it was great. I thought it was phenomenal. I was honestly probably enjoyed it more than Season 1. That might be a hot take, but I thought it was great. So Squid Games was Season 2 was awesome. I'm gay and my boyfriend beats me. Should I fight back? Me and my boyfriend have been together for 5 years. Everything was great until recently. I don't know what changed, but he started getting angry more often, saying cruel things when he's upset, and sometimes puts his hands on me. I think he would be capable of this, but now I feel like I'm living with a stranger. I love him, or at least I think I still do. I don't even know anymore because I feel scared and confused whenever he's around. There are days when he's the guy I fell in love with, and there's other days where I don't even recognize him. Part of me wants to leave and never look back, but another part of me feels like if I stay and try harder, I can fix things. He wasn't always like this, so maybe it's something I've done. You're talking like a victim, you know what I'm saying? Like the people they have in those like domestic abuse rehab facilities, you know what I'm saying? But it makes sense. He's just going through a rough patch and needs help, but how do I help someone who's hurting me? And then there's this part of me, a really dark part, that doesn't want to be weak anymore. I've been thinking about learning how to fight or just keeping a bat handy for the next time he tries something. I imagine standing up to him and, what are we at? And messing him up in this apartment. I know how that sounds, but I feel like I could just, if I could prove I'm not helpless, maybe he sees that I'm not a pushover, and that he can't hit me without retaliation, things will go back to normal. If I'd actually go through with it, but the thought won't leave my head. I also forgot to mention my name isn't in the lease to this apartment, and my parents are Mormon and don't talk to me anymore because I left the church, moved out of state, and started dating men, so I'm not sure where I could go if I do leave him. Does that mean you have no money? Like just because you leave, I mean, are you also like broke? If that's the case, then I don't know, man. I would say just leave. I don't know. I mean, your parents are Mormon, so, and you're gay, so that's probably not a great option. You could tell them what's happening. That's always an option. Maybe like their love for their son will overcome their hatred for gay people. You know what I mean? Who knows? I would say if you have money, like, you know, you can find rent in a middle of nowhere place for not that bad. So you could just leave and, yeah, I'd say leave. These are really good emails. Sorry, my mind's just racing. I was making a song, so like I was making some dubstep. It's going okay. Girlfriend's little things making me too mad. Everything cool about me is a complete lie. Best friend gets with girl I was talking to. Let's see what else we got here. So if you want to find the emails in my Instagram bio. My meat is too big and it's ruining my sexual experience. Yeah, we made a video on that one. I told you, man. It's some girls like that hammer rotted in them, but other girls, I think I have a problem with girls. I'm a 20-year-old dude who's never had a girlfriend. I feel like I fumble every bag or just have no idea what I'm doing and are not attractive. I'm saying I'm unattractive because I think that was a bad mentality and incel behavior. Good on you for not being an incel. That's my least favorite people. I got in an argument recently with a guy on Discord who is a super incel, like crazy incel, and I hate that shit. It makes me more upset than defeatist mentalities. And that's the primary core of being an incel. And, if they can't change, they're just digging their own hole. And incels, like, they've trapped themselves in this prison of not being able to achieve anything ever. They do. And, like, they also, like, commit horrible acts of violence all the time. You know what I mean? Against, like, and it's always against people that, like, can't defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going after, like, military bases or, people that have guns. It's just pathetic. Incel's really, really the worst type of person. Guns, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, if an incel comes up to me, tries to kill me, at least it's a 50-50 shot, and I know I can shoot. I was going to the range, like, 4 or 5 days a week at one point. I got to work on my quick draw. I don't do that with handguns, but, I know people who are fast with it. Really fast. Yeah, it's like people learn how to fight, but I practice my quick draw. Like, you know what I'm saying? Incel comes up, knows how to box. You know what I mean? That's all I gotta train. Trying to kill me. Hey man, self-defense. But I don't like saying I'm unattractive. I think that's a bad mentality and incel behavior. With that being said, I don't know what else is holding me back from even just being with girls. And I heard and saw my friends all the time just getting hit on and pulling multiple girls at parties, yet every time I go out, I never have one of these experiences. The problem is that I know people like me. I feel like I have a lot of friends and they're all telling me how easy it would be for me to pull or have a girlfriend. I also have a lot of female friends saying the same thing, yet I've never been approached at a party or or seeing people act interested in me, or being a huge fucking pussy. The guy's not the one who's supposed to go up to the girl, or the girl's not the one who's supposed to go up to the guy. If you're interested in a girl, just go up and introduce yourself. Say, hey, what's up? Waiting around for shit isn't gonna get you anywhere. Sitting there waiting like, oh, like, look how big my arms are. Why are there no girls coming up to me? Then you're setting yourself up for failure. Don't be weird though. You know, just be like, hey, what's up? I'm so-and-so. Like, what's your name? You know, strike up a conversation. Just have social skills. And I think a lot of the problem is a lot of people don't have social skills. So they can't have a conversation with someone without it being really awkward and weird. And approach someone and you're awkward and weird, that's not gonna get you anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, just have confidence and go up to people and be able to have meaningful conversations in a way that's not weird. More important than any amount of attractiveness is being able to talk. Try dating sites. I get 1 like every month and I delete them and re-download them after a few months. When I start talking to a girl, 1 of 4 things happens to me. Either I start talking and she starts being dry, or ghosts me, bails on dates, gives me maybe every time I suggest something, or when the ball's in her court, nothing happens at all. I don't think that I'm bad at talking to girls either, over text or in person. I try and keep it fun and interesting with no luck. Also, every girl that I've had sex with has never texted me back after. My body count is 3. Well, there's something wrong with you. I don't know what it is. Let's look at these pictures. Seems pretty lean, you know, good build. Not a bad looking guy, you know what I mean? You need to be confident, have a good time, not think about it too much. You're not a bad looking guy, so I mean, I don't know what the problem is. You know what I mean? Maybe ask your friends, be like, hey, is there something wrong with my personality that I'm not seeing? Nah, you'll figure it out. I mean, yeah, just have some confidence. I don't know. I think you're putting too much pressure on yourself. You know what I mean? I feel like I answer a lot of questions about, you know, dating and relationship advice, you know what I mean? And, you know, I feel sad. I feel like it's like the dating scene, I don't know. I mean, I never intended to become like this, like, relationship guy, you know what I mean? But I look at the dating scene and it's I don't know, man. I don't think it's as bad as people say. I think more so it's just like, there's problems with individuals on both sides, because I think a lot of guys will sit here and be like, oh, the dating scene is so terrible. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so bad. Like, I can't, you know, do anything. And like, then the girls are like, men are trash, you know? And I think both of them are right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm a guy's guy, you know, I got my friends, but I know a lot of guys that should not, that are like, they're dope with the guys, but when it comes to girls, like, should not be in any type of like thing. Like, they treat women horribly. Like, they're all just, woe is me, I can't do anything, I can't pull, I can't do this, I can't do that, I'm so worthless. You know, it's just like, where did this defeatist mentality come from? The problem with the guys think the girls are like hoes and stuff like that, which honestly isn't even really true. You know, I feel like day to day when I meet girls, like, no, like, I meet more just normal girls than I meet, you know, like crazy, just getting ran through, cheating kind of things, you know what I mean? And I think there's like a lot of like lack of accountability on both sides. Like, girls do messed up shit and they won't take accountability, and then guys aren't considerate and then they won't take accountability for it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, it's not like it used to be. Like, people kind of matured. I think everyone's just maturing slower. You know, I think the mental, like, 28 is now like the old mental 21. You know, when you say 21, back in the day, that was like, you're fully mentally grown. But now you meet a 21-year-old dude, like, hell no. Not mentally grown in any way, shape, or form. I haven't played this game in... I forgot the controls. Kind of pathetic, if I'm being honest. Oh, come on. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of different games. Dude, I'm trash now, bro. I was doing lethals with ease. No, I think it's just pathetic on both sides. And I think people are like, I don't know, people will be like 16 thinking they have all these existential problems. Like, bro, you're like a child. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's part of it. Like, stop, like, just enjoy your teenage years. Like, what are you getting so bent out of shape for? You know what I mean? Like, just chill the fuck out. Like, I think that's a really big problem with people nowadays. They don't know how to chill the fuck out. You know what I mean? Just fucking relax. Enjoy your life. Like, you know, you're just the like complete opposite of nonchalant. And they're like, all right, how do I be nonchalant and like just chill out? And they want this like step-by-step process. You know what I mean? And it's not like that. They're looking for answers everywhere. But that's not the case. You just gotta like live your life in a way where you just stop caring so much about everything. You know what I mean? Like, people just care too much. Just, you know, chill out, you know? I think, like, I'm a Catholic, but I think the Buddhists kind of had it right to a degree. I don't think you should just let go of all things to become enlightened, but I think, you know, just let go of stuff, you know? Stop holding on to everything so tight. But I guess that's what being a teenager is. You're just kind of, like, sobbing about shit all the time for some reason. You know what I mean? Like, it's always, like, some type of problem. You need to learn to chill out and just relax. Like, and things are not as bad as they seem. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time I think my life is bad, I remember that I'm not like in freaking Afghanistan getting absolutely slaughtered by the Taliban. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, we could all just go at any moment. I think I've come to peace with that. Like, if I truly just die out of my control, because I've only seen 2 people die, right? I wouldn't want to die in a way that's like my fault. That would be kind of ass. But like, I don't know, we could all just go, you know? And I think like just chilling out, enjoying your life. You know what I mean? Stop thinking so deeply about everything and just learn how to relax. Just have fun. Like, what do you enjoy doing? You know what I mean? I think that's the first step. And that's a question a lot of people can't answer. Like, oh, what makes you happy? And a lot of people just don't even have an answer for that. They're like, I don't know, nothing makes me happy. Well, like, yeah, there you go. Like, do what makes you happy. Like, if you like drawing, you like playing soccer, then just go do that. You know what I mean? You don't gotta, like, you know, sob about everything all the time. Like, oh, I get no women. Oh, you know what I mean? Just do what you like and the rest will come, you know? As long as what you like isn't, like, hurting other people. Like, just be a normal person and don't, like, I don't know, it's like, oh, I'm into, like, The Purge. Okay, well, then you're a psycho. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's wrong with you. Go to therapy. Dude, I am trash now. Stop playing a game for 2 months to lose every bit of skill. There's some important context on why I think I practice what I preach. You know, you see a lot of people that do social media. People whose content I really like. You know what I'm saying? I just like to ask, that make content. I'm like, what was your purpose for all this? You know what I mean? And there's some people you can find on the internet, right? And you'll know their purpose on why they did it immediately. Some wanted to be rich. A lot of them wanted to be famous. You know what I mean? A lot of them just did it for fun, like content for money and to be famous and to be known and to be respected. You know, and I think when I look at, you know, and everyone who makes content has a different reason for doing so. The money and stuff is nice, I guess, you know, if you're making a lot of money, if you're making like millions of dollars and you're super rich, living in a super mansion. But I can tell you why I did it. I did it because I thought it was fun. You know what I mean? I didn't think it was gonna do anything. I mean, I just thought it'd be fun, you know, to just shit talk on the internet. Because why not? Same reason why I did the T-shirts. I thought it'd be cool. People liked my T-shirts. Same reason why I make music. I think it'd be fun to make music, and I think doing things not for the end goal, but just doing it because you like it, is a good reason to do something. You know what I'm saying? It's a better reason, because then it's like a lot of people get to the pinnacles of what they want. They get everything they want, and it's not what they thought it was. You know what I mean? But if you enjoy doing stuff, like, and you don't even have to be like great at it, you know what I'm saying? If you want to make content, like, you don't have to have 1 million subscribers. You don't just do it if you like it. Don't look for clicks. If you like to paint, you know what I'm saying? Just paint. You know what I mean? And you'll find happiness in the small things. You'll find happiness in the small. If you just kind of break everything down, you'll be a lot happier if you spend each day doing things that you enjoy doing. And if you're stuck in a situation doing stuff you don't like to do, well, then do the things you enjoy doing on the small time that you have. You know what I'm saying? I worked a lot of jobs, you know, and who knows? Maybe it'll work out, maybe not. But even so, at least you know you're spending your free time doing what you want. You know what I mean? If you like to party and get super fucked up all the time, I can't even say that, you know, it's, fuck it, man. You're having a good time. You know, if it's detrimenting your life, if you're still getting your work done and doing everything you need to do, hell yeah, go for it. I mean, if it's a detriment to your life, then obviously maybe you need to reconsider some things. Yeah, man, it's, if you, dude, just, I think people should just do stuff because they like it. You know, people put too much pressure on things. You know, you only live once. You get in a car accident tomorrow and die, and what did you do? Nothing. You know what I mean? Like, no one on their deathbed was like, damn, I wish I had $300,000 more in the bank. You know what I mean? Unless they have kids and they want to leave it to their kids, but I don't know, living your life in a way that you're gonna, like, every time you do something, you're like, am I gonna be like, I don't know. Just like, is this something I want to do, like, when I die? You know what I mean? Taking risks, doing stuff you wouldn't normally do. Just have fun. Just have fun, man. Just have a good time. You know, just let loose a little bit. Which goes against the contrary of a lot of people who are like, put your head down and work hard, you know, but I don't know. I think I'm a little different mentality. I think you should do that too, but do it towards something that you enjoy so it doesn't feel like work. Because work isn't work. Like, if you have a super passion for making an app, and those 16-hour days and sleeping on the floor is not like stuff that you don't want to do. Like, yeah, it's hard, but you want to do it for your thing. So, like, it kind of falls within the same sort of thing because you're doing what you love. You know what I mean? You're like, I love doing this 16 hours and sleeping on the floor and shit. I'm working hard, you know what I mean? Towards a goal that I want, rather than just doing some shit for no reason, you know? And if you don't like something, change it. Easier said than done, but have a plan. Don't just change it and then just be fucked. You know what I mean? Have a plan. Like, do things logistically. Don't just dream, you know, but like take some steps. All right, that's it. Catch you in the next one.